What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys today. And this is your AEW Rampage review results show for today, Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. El Hijo Del Vikingo defends his AAA Mega World Heavyweight Championship against Dralistico. We'll talk about this and so much more right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T in a little bit. Kick back, relax, and we'll hit the introductions, get this party started in your AEW Rampage review results show. We'll be coming your way next. Don't go away, because I will be right back.
This is M-Dog 20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you are checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T.
Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring Games Without TV.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show here. Are you ready to talk about some AEW Rampage? Because that is what we're here to do. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys today. And this is your AEW Rampage review results show for today, Friday. Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. And again, I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys today. Welcome to the show. Let's get right on into it here. Well, if you guys want to help out the channel, of course, don't forget to use the hashtag Justice for Pretty for pet rights, because pets are family. Me, Mama T, Little Pretty, we all appreciate it very much. And Pretty, you will always be our bright little shining star. And of course, we love you very much, forever and ever, my sweet little angel. And don't forget to donate to the show on PayPal by clicking on this link in the description of this video. Thank you guys very much. That link that you see Becky Lynch pointing up at, that's the link you want. That link is pinned to the top of the YouTube live chat and the Facebook live comments, at the top. And then it's also at the top of the description of this video and every single video that I do. And there's a PayPal button on my YouTube homepage and all that good stuff. So donate right now. Alright, folks. So AEW Rampage actually aired tonight. It did not air on Friday, like it usually does, because of the NBA playoffs. So we had a special Saturday night edition of Rampage. And you know what? It was a good show. El Hijo Del Vikingo is what made it a great show, to be honest. That's what made it good. Anytime you could see Vikingo on, on a show, an AEW show especially, he's damn good. He's damn good at what he does, and I can't wait to see his future in professional wrestling. Alright, guys. So, I got the page pulled up here because I was looking for these results, to be honest with you, and I finally found them, probably because it was on a Saturday, so, probably some wrestling websites did not pick up on this, but, we got it here. Alright. Let's open up this page, and we will rock and roll. Alright, there we go. Let's get into it, guys. Are you ready? Let's do it. AEW Rampage. Review results for Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dralistico. We also got another featured match with Jon Moxley going up against the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. So, AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo's run in Tony Khan's companies, AEW and Ring of Honor, continues on a special Saturday edition of AEW Rampage. Vikingo will defend against Dralistico in their first ever singles match. Vikingo is coming off of a non-title win on Thursday's Ring of Honor TV show over Gringo Loco. And this is his second ever AEW match. Second ever AEW match following his March AEW Dynamite debut against Kenny Omega in what was a freaking awesome match. So Jon Moxley will take on Christopher Daniels for the second time ever in a rematch from their unseen Jericho Cruise clash from January of 2020. At Mark Briscoe's request, AEW Tag Team Champions FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood will team with Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and Jay Lethal to take on Tony Nese, Ari Daivari, Josh Woods, and Slim J. Julia Hart will look to extend her long winning streak as she faces Kiera Hogan. Rampage will also feature promos from AEW TBS champion Jade Cargill, in addition to Matt and Jeff Hardy, FTW World Heavyweight Champion Hook, and Isaiah Cassidy. This show was taped at the Peterson Event Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Wednesday after Dynamite. We got your commentary team of good old JR, Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone were the three men on commentary tonight. We start off the show with both men already in the ring, Jon Moxley going one-on-one with Christopher Daniels. Moxley started out with a chain wrestling sequence and worked a side headlock as Excalibur tried to explain that Daniels was still a friend of the Elite, even though he was retired from tag team competition by the Young Bucks. There's lots of mat work here. Daniels worked a crossface for a little bit until Moxley worked Daniels into the corner and mauled Daniels with chops. Daniels caught Moxley with a leg lariat and then backdropped him to the floor. Daniels came off the apron and hit Moxley with a clothesline. Moxley came back with a backdrop on the floor and then dropped Daniels on the steel ring steps. And then during a split-screen commercial break, Daniels was nearly counted out. He got back in the ring, and Moxley hit him with a cutter. Daniels fought out of a superplex attempt and came off the top of the crossbody for a near fall. Daniels caught Moxley with a couple of near falls, but Moxley floored him with the King Kong lariat. Moxley followed up with a pile driver and the Bulldog choke. Daniels escaped the Bulldog choke and countered the Death Rider with a backdrop. Daniels came off the middle ropes and drove Moxley down with a flatliner. Daniels hit his Angel's Wings finisher as Daniels sets up for a Uranagi, but Moxley escaped, brought down the hammer and anvil elbows, and locked in the Bulldog choke. Daniels fought it as long as he could, but Moxley wrapped Daniels up in a body scissors and Daniels passed out. And your winner is Jon Moxley. And after the match, Jon Moxley and Christopher Daniels shake hands with each other. You know, Moxley shook hands with Daniels actually, but they both shook hands, and in the end, it was pretty interesting. It's like, all right, because I thought Moxley was going to totally take Daniels out just because of the fact that Daniels, is associated with the Elite, and we know what the whole thing is with the Blackpool Combat Club and the Elite. I mean, we all know. You guys know it. I know it. I mean, come on. We just know. But anyway, good stuff to start off the show. It was a great match. I loved it. The first television matchup for Jon Moxley and Christopher Daniels was a success. Next up, Lexi Nair tried to interview Jade Cargill, but smart Mark Sterling did all the talking for Jade. Sterling announced that Taya Valkyrie will be barred from using her version of the Jaded, which is called the Road to Valhalla, in her AEW TBS Championship match with Jade Cargill on Wednesday night. If she does, she'll lose the match if she uses the move, so there you go. Hook, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, and Isaiah Cassidy come to the ring to have a chat. Jeff Hardy takes the microphone and he gets a huge ovation from the crowd and a welcome back chant, and then Jeff Hardy announced his retirement. He says, I want to announce that I retire from screwing up. And then everybody went crazy because that means Jeff is back. Jeff said he wants to retire on a high note here in AEW. Matt Hardy then took the microphone, but Stokely Hathaway interrupted on the big screen on the Titantron. Stokely wanted details on the firm deletion match, but Matt was not forthcoming. But this distraction allowed the members of the firm to attack, and Isaiah Cassidy took a vicious ego's edge from Ethan Page. At this point, taking a vicious ego's edge from Ethan Page, Isaiah Cassidy did a fantastic bump off the move, which he did. The Hardys then finally ran the firm off with several steel chairs. After this, we get a recap of Chris Jericho, Hangman Adam Page, Saraya, Britt Baker, Chris Jericho, Adam Cole, Saraya, Britt Baker, Angle from Wednesday night. Adam Cole will have an interview segment on Wednesday night, which I'm sure that's going to make this even more personal once that segment comes to be. Next up, Julia Hart going one-on-one with Kiera Hogan. So Hogan hits a sliding drop kick in the corner for a near fall, but Hart caught Hogan with a Hangman's neck breaker, kipped up, and then hit a standing moonsault. Hart locked in her Heartless submission, kind of like the Rings of Saturn, and Hogan tapped out. So your winner by submission is Julia Hart over Kiera Hogan. After the match, Anna Jay ran in and brawled with Julia Hart in the ring. Finally, the gaggle of commercials came in to break up the fight. Or the gaggle of officials came in to break up the fight. between Anna Jay and Julia Hart. Lexi and Air tried to interview Christopher Daniels, but the Blackpool Combat Club interrupted, meaning Claudia Castagnoli and Willa Yuta. There was no Bryan Danielson. But, Moxley at first kept Claudio and Willa Yuta from attacking Daniels. But then Christopher Daniels said something, you still, well, you do have some, some dignity after all, John, or something. Something along those lines. And then John Moxley just attacked Christopher Daniels, throwing him into his locker door head first over and over again, repeatedly. And, that was after Daniels said that Moxley still had some honor. That's what it was. He still had some honor. Moxley took offense to it, beat the shit out of him, threw his head in his locker repeatedly, and he said, I still have it. I never lost it. It's all of you that are insane. And Moxley just beat the shit out of Daniels for it. So that was good. Next up, FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler teaming up with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal with Sanjay Dutt in their corner. And then they're going up against Tony Nese, Sari Daivari, Josh Woods, and Slim J with Smart Mark Sterling in their corner. In a noteworthy moment on commentary, Tony Schiavone said Tony Khan was not happy with how Sammy Guevara won the main event of Dynamite on Wednesday. This is another hint that the four-way title match for Double or Nothing is not dead yet. So, let's see. Yeah, match for Double or Nothing isn't dead yet. Slim J tried to leapfrog over Cash Wheeler, but Wheeler caught him with a power slam. Jarrett and Lethal tagged themselves into a double team. Slim J then helped Jarrett and Lethal dump all their opponents, and everyone did the Fargo strut to celebrate. Go to commercial break. During a commercial break, coming back from the break, miscommunication between Lethal and Wheeler gave the varsity athletes the advantage. Mark Briscoe was shown watching on from the back as Wheeler caught Daivari with a backdrop suplex and got the tag to Dax Harwood, who cleaned house on all the heels. Now, the match broke down with everyone brawling in the ring. Smart Mark Sterling jumped on the apron and tried to get involved, who was soon pulled into the ring. Miscommunication between Harwood and Jarrett saw Harwood nearly get pinned by Daivari. Jarrett hit Daivari with the stroke and allowed Harwood to get the 1-2-3, the pinfall, the 1-2-3, and the pin in the win. Your winners are FTR, Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal. After the match, FTR and Jarrett's crew continued to argue until Mark Briscoe came down from the back and tried to make peace with all of his buddies here. So that was a good thing. Anyway, moving forward so far. Highlights Orange Cassidy's many title defenses of the AEW International title and before that All-Atlantic Championship. His 20th defense of the championship will come against Bandito on next Wednesday on Dynamite. New for Dynamite on Wednesday, Dax Harwood will face Jeff Jarrett. The Butcher and the Blade will take on Kanosuke Takeshita and Kenny Omega, and there will be an interview with Wardlow and Arn Anderson and an announcement from Tony Khan. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe it'll be something that has to do with the title match at Double or Nothing. But now it is time for the main event of the evening here for AEW Rampage tonight. It's a match for the AAA Mega World Heavyweight Championship. We got El Hijo Del Vikingo, the AAA World Champion, defending his title against Dralistico. Dralistico caught Vikingo with the Tope Con Hero before he even got in the ring, as Vikingo missed his own dive onto the floor, making an audible splat when he hit the floor. Clearly, he's listening to the advice he's getting about picking his spots. Back in the ring, they slowed down the exchange and chops and forearms as Vikingo hit a corkscrew kick. but Dralistico came back with snap German suplexes. Vikingo hit a poison Rana, and Dralistico came back with a springboard destroyer. This was all in the first 2 minutes of the match. After a commercial break, Dralistico hit a moonsault from the middle rope to the floor. Back in the ring, Dralistico hit a springboard into a codebreaker for a near fall. Vikingo and Dralistico fought up the middle rope and exchanged forearms and slaps. The corner camera got some great shots of this action as Vikingo tried to hit a headbutt to send Dralistico to the apron, and Vikingo followed him down to deliver a Canadian destroyer. And now the referee caught Roosh and Preston Vance attacking Vikingo on the floor and sent them to the back. Dralistico got a near fall with a roll-up. Vikingo hit a spinning kick and came off the top with a double stomp for a near fall as Dralistico caught Vikingo, who was hung up in the ropes, with a Rana that sent them both to the floor. Back in the ring, Dralistico tried to get the submission with an armbar, but Vikingo made the ropes. Vikingo hit another spinning kick and drove his knees into Dralistico in the corner. Vikingo hit a 630 senton, and then he got the 1-2-3 in the pin and the win. He got the pinfall. Athletically amazing match. After the match, La Facción Ingobernable came back to ringside and attacked Vikingo as Preston Vance hit Vikingo with the discus lariat, and the LFI celebrated their skullduggery. And that was it. That's how AEW Rampage went off the air, folks. So for AEW Rampage, we got a good episode. We got lucky. Vikingo's always a treat, so I'll give AEW Rampage for Saturday, April 22nd, 2023, a 10 out of 10 plus right there. Plus the 2 thumbs up and the big T seal of approval. How can you not say that Rampage headlined by Vikingo gets that 10 out of 10 plus? 2 thumbs up, big T seal of approval. What's up, Jordan? And yeah, there you go, guys. So there you have it. That's going to do it for me right here on this episode of Beyond the Ring with Big T today. So I will see all you guys next time. And yes, there will be a next time for me right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T for WWE Monday Night Raw Review and Results Show on Monday night at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube Live and Facebook Live after Monday Night Raw and Raw Talk. Don't forget us and we won't forget you. And of course, we want the best. And yes, I do mean the absolute best for all of your professional wrestling needs right here on the internet, right here on YouTube.com today. Always remember to think Beyond the Ring with Big T. And then, of course, you know, the whole match with Vikingo and Dralistico, though, very good match. Something you wouldn't want to miss out on. If you could check it out, go and check it out. Anything with Vikingo is a treat. Anything. Anything, you know. And Mama T's got a fan in Jordan. But, yeah, you know, I'm telling you, Vikingo, if Tony Khan could get him back to work like major events or something, you know, anytime Tony Khan can pull in the services of El Hijo Del Vikingo, I hope that he can do it, because Vikingo's a draw. He's a moneymaker. He really is. He's an amazing talent. And, you know, Mama T, who's not even a wrestling fan that much, she loves very few wrestlers. But a wrestler that she actually likes to watch wrestle, she likes watching Vikingo. She even thinks Vikingo is very good. So, you know, if you're going to get somebody like Mama T saying that, you know, it definitely, you know, he definitely carries his weight in gold with how he performs. So, for those of you that haven't got the chance to see him wrestle yet, definitely check it out or go check out a Vikingo match if you haven't had the opportunity, because telling you, you guys will be impressed by what this guy can do in the ring, for sure. He's just very, very good at what he does. So, yeah, guys, we'll see what happens. But this is great. I'll see you back here on Monday. for Monday Night Raw. And, at this point, next AEW coverage will be on Wednesday night for Dynamite. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with all this. But yeah, I'll be back on Monday. Taking tomorrow off and just resting and gonna have a good day. And, we'll see what happens going into Monday. And then we'll talk about Raw, and if it's another Vince McMahon production, we'll be here to rip it apart. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, I'm always here, man. I'm always here. I always find a way to get on here and see you guys at some point or another. But yeah, I will be here on Monday to talk about Raw. I don't know if it'll be a good, positive review, or if it'll be me pretty much ripping it apart because Vince McMahon will decide to get his creative fingerprints all over Monday Night Raw. I don't know yet. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm pretty interested to see how this is going to go. But yeah, good stuff tonight. At least we got to witness a good show in Rampage. And then, of course, everybody, thank you very much for watching and listening to your AEW Rampage review and results show for today, Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. Now, since it's, after midnight on the East Coast, 2:10 a.m., now it's Sunday, April 23rd, 2023, but this show's for Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. And it was a great show for Rampage. So, of course, it's a good show when it gets that old 10 out of 10 plus. 2 thumbs up, big T seal of approval. 10 out of 10 plus. 2 thumbs up, big T seal of approval. It's such good shit, pal. But, yeah, so there you go. And as always, everybody, always remember and never ever forget, thank you, AEW and Tony Khan, for a great show. But, of course, I'm your host, Big T, and I'll see all of you at the matches, and I'll see all of you for your WWE Monday Night Raw coverage on Monday night after WWE Monday Night Raw and Raw Talk. WWE Raw Talk. So, anyway, take care, everybody. I love you all, and of course, good night, everybody. Ha 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 ha.
This is M-Dog 20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you are checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T.
Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy, Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring.